In this world, there are secrets. Secrets so powerful that if you were to unlock them, they could change the very fabric of your life. Today, you will learn 5 legendary techniques. 5 lifts so powerful, they warrant an epic trailer voice intro. 5 lifts to rule them all.
Hello everyone and welcome to Trainerds. Today we're gonna talk about the big 5. 5 lifts that basically work out your entire body. These lifts are the staple of lifting weights. These epic beasts are called squat, bench press, deadlift, overhead press, and pull-ups. I know there's a threshold when it comes to free weights. And free weights being barbells, dumbbells, kettlebells and such. That's just something that professional gym goers or competitive lifters do, right? Beginners are supposed to use the machines in a gym. But I'm here to tell you that that couldn't be further from the truth. Trust me, I know how you're feeling. I was terrified the first time I used a barbell and tried these exercises. So why are they so great? They are what is called compound movements. Compound movements engage multiple joints and engages multiple muscles. The opposite, an isolation movement, which you find in, for example, machines, limits the movement to usually one joint and focuses on one muscle. The brilliance of compound movements is the bang for the buck value they provide. You exercise many more muscles. It helps you with coordination, it helps you build your core, and it's more time efficient. Not to forget, bigger and more muscles are engaged, which use up more energy, and more energy being used up means more burnt calories. Now that's a nice bonus, right? You will have to balance the weights, which engages the core and stabilizing muscles. When you sit in a machine, the movement is locked in and you pinpoint one certain muscle. A lot of people are nervous in performing these lifts, and I often get the comment, "Why are you doing these dangerous lifts? Aren't you scared of hurting yourself?" And I feel like this. I can avoid these exercises and stay away from the very low risk of injury. Or I can stay at home, sit in the sofa, doing nothing, and 100% guaranteed will get pain and ache from being inactive and not challenging my body. The risk in these exercises is getting hubris and adding too much weight too fast without having the body get used to the movement and the technique. Look, I was terrified and scoffed at these exercises. And a fun little story. When I started working out, I had so bad knees. I couldn't do a single squat without any weight on. I couldn't get down on my knees. It hurt too much. But after a couple of years of strengthening my knees, they are now healthier than they have ever been. And I recently did a 210 kilo squat. Now that is a big win for me. That whole journey will be an episode all by itself, where I can go into detail how I managed to do that. And as always, I'm no expert in this, I'm no doctor in lifting heavy stuff. I've just grown to love this, and I want to share how this has affected me. Trainerds Glossary. Dumbbell, a type of free weight. Can be used individually or in pairs. Kettlebell. A kettlebell is a cast iron or cast steel ball with a handle. I've been able to do these exercises for years now without any real injury or pain. I think my success in that regard is that I've taken it really slow. People who injure themselves are often really stressed. They want to see results quick. They don't start from zero to give them time to learn the movements and the technique. They throw on a weight that they think is right without no prior experience. They don't really care about warming up. I think that's my key and tip to you guys. These exercises are brilliant and can be taxing. You just gotta be smart and stay consistently smart. Always have long warm-up sets before your actual workout sets. Start with just the bar and then you add weights slowly for at least 4 to 5 sets before your actual workout sets. It takes some time, but your body will thank you. I also think generally people don't know what exercises train what muscles. That's something you will learn in time. But I think it's great to start thinking about it early. Why am I doing this movement? Where should I be feeling the burn? And when you know which muscles should be activated, it's easier to adapt a good technique. Let's dive into the exercises. First we have the squat. General thought by people, it's a leg exercise or perhaps a butt exercise. The squat targets quads, abductors, glutes, lower back and calves. The core gets a nice workout as well because you need to be stable in the core when you have weight on your shoulders. So if we translate all those muscle names, it means your entire lower body is engaged. Your lower back and core is engaged to help with stabilization. Pretty epic, yes? Next up, bench press. A lift everyone knows about. The most gym bro compatible lift. The first question you get asked when you start working out is, how much do you bench, bruh? But how many know which muscles are training? A lot of people assume it's arms, right? The bench press is primarily a chest exercise. Then you activate the front deltoid and the triceps aid in balancing and pushing up the weight. In other words, chest, front side of your shoulders and arms gets worked out. Deadlift. A scary name, but a brilliant exercise. Just listen to what's being worked out. Glutes, lower back, quads, hamstrings, abductors, trapezius, forearm flexors, and once again the core is engaged to keep everything stable. Almost the entire body is working in this lift. Imagine how many machines you will have to sit in to engage all these muscle groups. The overhead press, or military press as some call it. A classic and simple exercise. You push a barbell over your head. You activate the front deltoid, lateral deltoid and triceps. So that's great for shoulders and arms. And finally, we have pull-ups or lateral pull-downs. An exercise you all have seen and many of us dream about being able to do. Besides looking like a superhero doing it, you work out the lats, biceps, rear deltoids, forearm flexors and rotator cuffs, which means your entire upper back, rear shoulders and arms. When you can't do regular pull-ups, it can be changed to lateral pull-downs in a cable machine. I can't do pull-ups, but I dream of it. It's gonna be a magical day. I just need to lose some weight, then I'm gonna be flying up. And there we have it. 5 exercises that work out your entire body. And my tip, as always, is to start slow and light on these exercises. Start with just the barbell, but in some cases even that is too heavy. A standard barbell weighs 20 kilos. So I will show you some variations of these exercises you can do if that is the case. First up, squat variations. For some, just doing air squats is challenging enough. So then you use nothing, just squat down and back up. You can use a kettlebell and perform something called a goblet squat. And kettlebells comes in all different sizes and weights. You can use dumbbells to do a goblet squat, so use these examples until you're comfortable with adding a barbell on your shoulders. Bench press variations. The easiest variation is to use dumbbells instead. It works like a charm and gyms have a huge variety of weights to choose from. Deadlift variations. Most of you will have no problem lifting a barbell, since deadlift is often the lift we're the strongest in. But if you have reservations, you can use a kettlebell or even dumbbells here as well. Overhead press. Same here, change the barbell to dumbbells. Easy, and you can go really light to get the hang of the lift. You can also use kettlebells. I really like that variation, it feels nice and looks cool. Pull-ups. I won't mention variations on the lat pull-downs, since those are in machines and you can go as light as you need. But if you want to do pull-ups and get better at that exercise, there are a couple of variations and help you can get. A lot of gyms have these assisted pull-up machines, where you set a counterweight so you don't need to pull your entire body weight up. It's a really fun machine and a nice and motivating feeling when you can pull yourself up. You can also use resistance bands, basically big rubber bands. They will help you get up since they're super springy. Also really fun. Just be careful when you're stepping out of them so they don't spring right up in your face or on your holy privates. This is just an introduction to these lifts. I will go more in depth with each and every lift in the future. I just feel you need a good foundation of what these exercises are, since they will be featured a lot. Now, I have been hyping these lifts up for an entire video. They are truly awesome, but everyone is different, and everyone can't do these lifts for a variety of different reasons. Maybe some limiting movement of their body, maybe an old injury. We are all different, but I feel a lot of people are missing out on these great exercises because of an old stupid stereotype that only bodybuilders and pros do these exercises. These are beneficial for anyone. And don't think I'm taking a shot at machine workout. Machines are great. I use them all the time, but that is to complement the training from the 5 big lifts. Compound movements with free weights is such high value for the time you put in. And the extra bonus you get from multiple joints and stabilizing a weight is amazing. We will go deep into each of these lifts here on Trainerds. I will show technique, talk about programming, complementary exercises you can do to become better in the lifts, and much more. This was just dipping our toes in the beautiful pond of lifting weights. Did you learn anything? What did I miss? What do you want to know more about? Leave a comment down under and don't forget to like this video. Follow Trainers on social medias. You don't want to miss out on content like this, right? Join our beautiful Trainers Discord where we encourage each other to reach our goals. Thanks for watching. You're all welcome here. And remember, you are awesome.